Ammo prices are fortunately starting to come back down and ammo is becoming a little more available. A lot of that is because we're seeing some affordable stuff being imported. I recently came across this stuff from Sterling and wondered, is it any good? So that's what we'll take a look at next on GBGuns. Now this Sterling ammo is 115 grain, imported from Turkey through Global Ordnance, and it's the all brass kind, where there's a brass jacket and brass shell. Wanted to find some affordable bulk shooting ammo, some plinking ammo and regular stuff, but of course you got to know first, is it any good? Want to go through how I evaluate whether or not ammo is good enough and take you step by step through that. So the first thing we do, and this is something you should do with all ammo, is take a look at those primers and make sure that they're seated evenly. Pretty easy, just run your finger across it, find for any high or low ones. Everything in this looks pretty universal. Now, I've seen high primers in some of the best name brand stuff out there, just a manufacturing error. But if you open a box and find a bunch of them, it's probably bad stuff. So far that looks pretty good. And the next thing I want to do is see how consistent is it. Is it stuff that if there's a thrown shot, I know it's me and not the ammo. That's one of the ways you get better at shooting, is knowing who screwed up. And I don't like it to be the ammo. I want it to be me that screws up. So I've got a target at 7 yards, our standard distance, and a chronograph. And I'm going to group 10 shots of this stuff through the chronograph so we can see how consistent it is, the velocity on that end. And I can see if I can shoot well, because if you're going to shoot through a chronograph, might as well turn it into some training. To do that, we want to make sure we've got a gun that we know we can shoot well. So for me, I'm using the Gram Power K100 X Trim. It's a platform that I've spent many years and many thousands of rounds training with. So I know that it's not going to be a gun error. Now this is a little bit longer than a 4-inch barrel, so our velocities quite possibly are going to be a little bit higher than what you expect. Keep in mind that 9mm standard with SAMI is a 4-inch barrel, so any stated velocity is usually around that. Now, a good ammo company tells you a velocity and tells you what barrel length they tested out of. Unfortunately, you don't see that very often. As a control, the classic Winchester white box is going to be our something to balance against. Now, Winchester white box isn't exactly premium ammo. It's been really rough over the years. This current lot that we have seems to be pretty good. Thank you, Ammo Squad supporters. You guys are how we have that. But after chronographing this Sterling and grouping it, we can do the same thing with the Winchester so that we can look at deviations, variances, and see if maybe one is better than the other. All I'm expecting is if the Sterling can match Winchester white box, then we've found ourselves some affordable plinking ammo. Now for this particular chronograph, you want to be at least 10 feet. I'm 21 feet, so 7 yards back from the target. Starting off with the Sterling, first time shooting this stuff, 10 rounds through the Gram Power K100 X Trim. You should be able to see the chronograph down below. Our chrono's a little funky. Sometimes it gets stuck in meters, regardless of what I switch it to. Don't worry, I'll do the math in post-production. So for example, that one loose shot that I threw there, I'm curious to know, and you guys already know, if that shot had a different velocity than the others. On the screen now, you should be seeing my calculated average and what the extreme spread was for those 10 rounds of Sterling. Next, we'll clean up the target and throw some Winchester white box. Over from 21 feet with the Winchester white box. I was pretty pleased with the accuracy out of that Sterling. Granted, this is a Gram Power, and not only is it a great gun, but it's a gun I've got a lot of time with. Clean up the target, and here come 10 rounds of Winchester white box. Now you should be seeing what the averages and the spread were on that. You see the group. I feel like I shot that a little bit faster. Accuracy might have been. You guys have seen the numbers. I haven't yet. I was pleased with how well this Sterling grew for me. For decently quick 10 rounds at 21 feet. And no feeding issues so far. So for me, as just bulk basic shooting ammo, I think I'm gonna give this stuff a try. I'll probably be ordering some more. This was just a one box to try it out kind of thing. Is it better than any other bulk stuff? I don't know. That's not what I was looking to find out here. I just wanted to find out, was it any good? And so far, I'd say yes. Now this Winchester, I must disclaim, has been probably the best Winchester white box that I've come across. We got a lucky lot, I guess, but it doesn't really matter. This is just your bulk FMJ 115 grain stuff that you use for a day at the range. You want it to be consistent enough. You want it to not jam up your gun. That's all I'm looking for. And I think the Sterling's gonna do it. We'll be using it some more after we order it. You can look forward to seeing more about that on future videos. Thanks for watching.